so much for joining us on the Statesman podcast. How's your day going? I do hope you're doing good. Well, before we go on today, I'd like to say please take out time, subscribe to our channel, like it, and share as much as you can so that it goes as far as it can go. Well, my name is Swat once again. Today, we will be looking at new developments. Now, it's not a hidden fact that in the PDP, the raging controversy still continues. With the recent news of some 17 governorship candidates from different states, including Kaduna, Sokoto, Jigawa, etc., coming together as a force to go and see Wike in his hometown in Rivers State. Now, the question begs for an answer. Why is the River State governor, looking very, very important in the scheme of things? Don't forget that recently he met up with the APC presidential candidate, with the LP presidential candidate. He equally met with former President Olusegun Obasanjo, of course, who came with Peter Obi, the LP presidential candidate. And it was also said that Atiku Abubakar was meeting with him or met him in the UK. But then with this recent development of the 17 governorship candidates across Nigeria meeting with Wike, what are the chances for peace to be quickly brokered so that we can see a quick progression into the campaign, which opens, by the way, 28th of September? I'm joined this day by OJ, who's a development consultant, and together we'll be talking about the issues. OJ, how are you doing today?
Fine, Swat.
Thank
You
you
look
so
beautiful.
You look nice yourself. Thank you so much for making our time to join me.
I'm trying to be like you when I grow.
Okay, you'll grow up very soon. All right, so you heard the question. Why is Wike, why does he look really very important in the scheme of things? Many have been saying, look, Atiku Abubakar, who hasn't said so much, all this since when this whole controversy started, right after the primaries, to the selection of who the VP is going to be, to the conditions that Wike has laid on the table. We've not heard so much from Atiku Abubakar, but of course we've seen efforts by different stakeholders to broker some sort of peace and coming through to Wike.
The first thing is Wike is one of the leaders of the party. When the PDP lost the election in 2015, him and a few others stayed back to put the party together and hold the party. So there's no gainsaying the fact that he is one of the strong leaders of the party. Having said that, the leader of the party as of now is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar because he is the presidential candidate, flag bearer of the PDP. So 17 governorship candidates going to see Wike does not necessarily mean there's problem. In politics, when you're running for office, there has to be consultations upon consultations, negotiations upon negotiations. You seek advice from those that have gone ahead of you, those that have occupied such positions before. But it's only looking as if it's a problem now because of the issue on ground between Governor Wike and how the PDP has managed a couple of the things that have gone on since after the primaries. So I don't want to think there's a problem because they are not the only people he has met. He has also met a lot of other groups within the PDP. So you cannot say for sure because you and I are not privy to the things or discussions that went on at that meeting.
But news has filtered out as to why, first of all, they had to go visit Wike, and then also at the end of the day, they have told us further what they intend to do, trying to broker the peace.
Governor Wike has said that he's not leaving the PDP, that he will work for the PDP.
Okay.
He's just aggrieved about certain things that are happening or that have occurred in the PDP and asking that it should be redressed.
Okay, so what about the conditions? Like and Iyosha Ayu, who happens to be the chairman, dropping down, and then he's also saying that Atiku Abubakar, in the instance where he gets to win, would have to go do only one term.
It's his right to make demands, but Governor Wike alone does not constitute the PDP. The governors that are with him alone do not constitute the powers of the PDP. It is the NEC, the extended caucus, and all the leaders of the party, or majority of the leaders of the party, that will come together and say, hey, this is how we are going to do it. Him alone cannot say, this must happen, this must happen, this must happen.
But haven't we seen a governor, Nyesom Wike, in the past wield so much power over the PDP? For example, the coming down of secondos, the appointment or, Sharif emerging as the PDP chairman once upon a time, a whole lot of issues that have been associated with Wike to tell you that he has probably had a very powerful position within
Remember, I
that party.
told you, I said, when we lost the election in 2015,
Yes.
a lot of people were upset. It was as if the boat was leaking.
Yes.
Governor Wike was one of those that really stood and ensured that the boat was steadied and the boat continued sailing.
Yeah.
So he was the de facto leader at the time. However, with time, a lot of things have happened. A lot more people have come back to the party. A lot more people have closed ranks. A lot more people are more interested in what is going on right now, either because of the failures of the APC and seeing PDP as the vehicle to get Nigeria better by electing a president on the platform of the PDP. They've come together. So he's no longer the sole administrator, so to say, of the PDP. There are bigger boys in the picture right now.
But where were these bigger boys when PDP needed them?
Well,
and I'm sure that it's a valid grievance on the side of this man. Because if you're there for someone when they were vulnerable and then it's able to sustain and then people come back and say, well, we're bigger boys. I mean, how does that even sound?
Now, when I said bigger boys, I was not trying to say that Governor Wike is not. He's also part of the bigger boys.
Oh, yes.
However, he's not alone anymore. PDP has been able to, over the years, since 1999, they've been able to manage egos, manage personalities, and that's what is still going to happen right now. He was alone at that time with a few others, Ayo Fayoshe, Ekwe Madu, and a few of them. They steadied the ship. But there's a bigger assignment on ground right now. That bigger assignment is rescuing Nigeria, resetting Nigeria. And a lot more people have seen it. Governor Tambuwal, Bukola Saraki, those people who left, they saw it early and they left and said, we made a mistake. Let's go back and try and build this platform to rescue Nigeria. And in the process, Atiku Abubakar emerged as the presidential flag bearer. So his grievances are, I cannot discountenance anybody's grievances. However, it should not be to the detriment of the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the betterment of Nigeria, resetting Nigeria, rescuing Nigeria from these colossal failures called APC.
Okay. So, but at the end of the day, with this visit, still coming back to the question, do you see it helping? Because I understand all you said, he has to put aside, and I'm sure lots of Nigerians will agree with you, that is the best thing to do if PDP's chances will be boosted in any way. But at the end of the day, do you see this visit, by the 17 governorship candidates across the country doing anything in any way, no matter how tiny bit it is, to help with reconciliation and eventual studying of all that's happening?
It's very possible. One thing I know is that Atiku Abubakar is a unifier. He likes bringing people together.
Yeah.
He likes mending fences, and he has already started that. He went to London to see Wike. Details of what they discussed, but you are not out there.
Yeah.
But I've also noticed that he's not making any statements in that regard. And even the Wike himself, he's not even talking about Atiku. He's just talking about those that are around him, and has not said anything bad about Atiku.
Yeah.
Meaning there's some level of understanding, there's some level of mutual respect between both of them.
Yeah.
He has said he's not going anywhere, that he'll work for the party, he's remaining in the party. And then all the things he has been doing so far are pointing in that direction. He's not doing, is there any anti-party? Have you seen him in nothing? He's meeting with our...
the dance.
As he did sweet, he did pain them. Governor Wike is a character.
Yeah.
And I love him. Him.
I mean, we all love Governor Wike. He adds some spice to the news. But then at the end of the day, what would be, your message, whether to the PDP, Nigerians who support the PDP, in terms of everything that's happening, and also moving forward?
To Governor Wike especially.
Yes.
There's a danger of overdoing things, and then the source of your, no, not source, the word I'm looking for is the substance of your agitation will be watered down. So and I'm happy that he has also left the door open for reconciliation. He's not averse to meeting people. He's not averse to coming to the table, you should not overdo it. We do not have time. We have just about 6 months to the elections. The earlier, the better. And then with Peter Obi also in the picture, he should know that we have a lot of work to do because he's also eating into our votes. So, Governor Wike, if you're watching this or if you get to watch this, please somehow manage your agitation and your expectations and let's close ranks and build a better Nigeria.
Well, that's OG's message to Governor Wike and, of course, to all the APC stakeholders. It's really important, no doubt, saying that PDP needs to get its house working. Like he said, 6 months before the general election in 2023. It's not such a long time, is it? So we do hope all things, equal comes together and work for the good of this political party that is aspiring to probably come rescue Nigerians. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like we said, please like, please subscribe, and share. We really, really appreciate that. My name is Swat, and I'm your host here. Join me again next time. There will be something equally interesting, I'm sure, that you want to join me and be a part of. Leave your comments, and we'll definitely get to respond. Have a wonderful day.